Well, that's a
Madden.
drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of
snap, I messed up.
boxing other guys
I messed
off to go out and
up.
get a rebound.
And he got the rebound.
I messed up on my
right
key.
The defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right
I messed
there.
up on my
that's
key.
where it's really
Really,
tough
I
for a
messed up on
defender.
my key.
When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Yeah, y'all gotta pick
Boy, so they
triangle.
don't
Y'all
get the
do this.
conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Okay, buddy, that's
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
By the way, if
It's
y'all
not
didn't know,
apparent,
okay,
is it? You almost have to
Move
go
on to
deeper, I
Super Bowl.
think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team.
Look,
They've got to
my
steal
dad,
it
my
and try
dad,
and gain
he
an
was so
advantage.
sad.
And they
He was so
tried.
mad.
They just didn't get it done. I call that play a success.
Yay.
A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him
He
going.
didn't want to
It
lose
wasn't a
because
time
they
for
got out.
panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips
But
the
why
other way,
they
too, when
keep
you're
on
doing it
running?
really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down and 4, Flacco.
Wow.
This one out to his fullback. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Bootleg, Flacco.
How?
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now,
Oh,
you have to
got a
almost
flag,
take a
got a
chance.
flag.
Rely on your scouting.
sir.
Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
No. Oh, snap, bro.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And
Get
this will
out.
result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
Yo, told you, get out.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last
He's
drive.
running
You come
now.
out and start
He's
this one
probably
4
about to
for
run
4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds
Wow,
me of a guy
I'm surprised he
I played
ain't
with
running
way
that
back
good.
when who told me, I don't care about third.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up. Alex
Yeah, y'all
Okafor.
heard him. Yeah, y'all
Quite a
heard
stand
him.
there defensively.
Y'all
A
heard
huge
him.
sack on 3rd down.
But he
That's
about to
gonna
get
force
like
him into
3
a field goal
points.
attempt.
But they about to get 3 points if they make this. They about to get 3 points.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2.
That's
That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds.
Let's go.
So this is just an incompletion.
It was out of bounds.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together.
If I ran that,
that one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Mahomes.
Oh, they could have packed
in there, but it's incomplete.
But they could have caught that.
The intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
God did not play Madden.
Downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
How?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact.
He threw it to the kid who opened. He threw it to the kid who opened.
Wow, he hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Oh, my gosh.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Passing play, Flacco. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Now play with Tyreek Hill.
You got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
That's done.
Push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try to heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco.
Why am I tripping so much? What is that?
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Flacco. Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
That's dumb.
Picked up by Todd Davis. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
How?
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would
expect to see some pressure here. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not.
His body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, interception, so maybe
they should after
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sua Cravens. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted.
Oh
He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just successful in that opportunity.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet.
If they miss this, then they ain't gonna have the same things. If they don't, then they're gonna have the same.
Quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
I should have flipped over somebody.
Almost all the way to the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, man.
Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one.
Yes, sir. Give me that bag. Give me that bag.
Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That bag.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them
get
back
back
into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception from the
You
last
know what
drive.
I
He'll look to throw.
mean.
And that is caught
Let's
by
go.
Watkins for
Let's
a
go.
chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go back to the air here after the INT
on
the last drive. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it this.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
If they make this, they got.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single
team happy,
play.
ain't it?
You decide to throw the football.
Y'all team happy,
You're dealing
ain't
with some
it?
of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down.
I know we don't got a flag.
Defense.
Let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I
didn't want them to catch that. I wanted my team to catch that.
He took advantage of it. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays.
Let's go.
Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now to throw. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
Let's go! 26.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Got money on my mind. I can't really
lead
get
here
it up.
late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That's dumb.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yep, flat.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's not talk about that, all right?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on the 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Why did I throw it to somebody?
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy,
but I really don't care because I'm winning.
Someone in coverage as well.
I'm doing this stuff on purpose because I want to.
The spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's so good. That's so good.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Out to the flat.
He was
That's complete to his
open.
running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
4th quarter.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
I got you.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
They didn't make the touchdown. I don't think they did was
inside the 20.
called.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Flacco looks to throw.
Wait, one hand.
A spectacular one-handed grab there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
How?
The catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yo,
Yeah, they really are. And I know it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They go pass again with Flacco.
How?
Into the end zone
About
for a Denver
time.
touchdown. Cortland Sutton
12 points.
from
That
13
happened.
yards
Wow.
out. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity
Yeah,
to
he's
go
so
out
happy.
and make a
13
play,
points. Yeah,
even
I'm so
when
happy
contested.
for y'all.
Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So that drive spanned
He's
5
got same
plays.
energy.
And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
I should
And he
have
will be
juked
brought
him
down
again.
here at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
All right, peace out. 8-12-10 game. I'm out. Peace.